Okay, today we are going to review rounding to the nearest 10. Now, there's a little trick with rounding. If the number to the right of the number you're rounding is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then the numbers are going to stay the same, the one you are rounding to. If it is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, the number you're rounding to is going to go up by 1. So if I want to round to the nearest 10, I'm going to look at this place, the tens place, but the number next to it is going to decide what happens to this number. So the 8 falls into this category, so this number is going to go up by 1. So if I add 1 to 4, it's going to turn into a 5 if I count up by 1. And then my 8 is going to turn into a 0 because I used it to round, okay? Now we're going to look here. We're rounding to the nearest 10, so we're going to round our tens place number, but we have to use our 1 to decide what happens to that tens place. Now 1 falls in this category, so the tens place is going to stay the same. So I'm going to keep my 6 the same. My 1's going to turn into a 0 because I used it to round, but I still have a 1 in my hundreds place. Now I didn't do anything to that. I didn't use it, so that's also going to stay the same. So 48 rounded to the nearest 10 is 50. 161 rounded to the nearest 10 is 160. Let's try this one more. This is in my tens place. I'm going to use my 7 to decide what happens to the 9. Now 7 falls and it goes up by 1. So if my 9 goes up by 1, it turned into a 10. But I still have to change my 7 into a 0 because I used it to round up. So I turned my 9 into a 10, and that we used it, so it turned into a 0. So 97 rounded to the nearest 10 is actually 100. Okay? Here's this little cheat sheet if you need it for the future.